What's up, everybody? My name is Shannon, and I am still waiting for my Satyr, and today we are talking about That Way Madness Lies, 15 of Shakespeare's most notable works, reimagined. I heard about this book because I'm a big fan of Kiersten White. She is a really cool author. She did the Anne Darken series, which I'm still completely obsessed with, and she does the Romeo and Juliet story in this, which Romeo and Juliet is not my favorite, but I really love the way that she transforms it. But I'm really glad that I was turned on to this book because not only is this retelling some of Shakespeare's most known work, but it's retelling it in a very modern way. It's making it very progressive, it's making it very diverse, and I really like that. A lot of the characters in these stories are non-binary, or they're dealing with, gay relationships, or we have a couple of trans characters as well. It was really awesome to see. We get to see a lot more races represented in this book because, Shakespeare, when he was alive, he was just kind of writing about a bunch of white people. So these authors were really able to go in and dissect and figure out, what were the core themes of these stories and really bring them into a more modern light. Now, I am by no means a Shakespeare expert. I have only read Shakespeare in high school, okay? That was probably the last time I ever read a Shakespeare play. But I know, the most notable works. I know the stories in here. I've seen the movies. I've seen She's the Man, that kind of thing. I did find myself liking the stories that I already knew. I wasn't as drawn to the ones that I didn't know much about. There is also one that's retelling a sonnet that was interesting, but I was definitely drawn to those stories that I knew because I wanted to see how they were adapted. And overall, this book just completely blew me away. Of course, when it comes to anthologies, not all stories are going to stack up. There were a couple that I skipped or that I skimmed just because the writing style wasn't for me. But overall, I'm pretty sure every single one of these stories is very close to being a banger. I would really recommend picking this book up. It has authors from all over the board. It's got Kiersten White, it's got Melissa Bashardust, it's got the duo who did the Once and Future series. There's just a lot of really interesting talent going on here. And I would really love to see more books like this because the reason I never get into the classics is because they are very one-note. They are very, masculine driven. They are very much of their time. But I love seeing them adapted because there are some really good bones to those classics. That's why they're classics. And so I really love seeing them reimagined, made more inclusive, and brought into a more diverse way of storytelling. And that is just what That Way Madness Lies really excels at. So I highly recommend picking up this book. Like I said, not every story is going to be amazing. Not every story is going to be for you. But I kind of think that was the point of this book because it is so diverse. There is so much going on. There is kind of something in it for everybody. And I will say my favorite story was Kiersten White's. Of course it was. I knew it was going to be when I went into it. But it was I'm not a Romeo and Juliet fan because it's very whiny. And she took that and she was like, you're right, let's run with it and let's make it a text adventure. It was just so funny. It was so interesting. I really loved the way that she did it. But overall, this was just a really fun read and I definitely recommend checking it out. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, be sure to hit the like button down below and don't forget to subscribe to Talk Books with me every week. That is everything I got for today and I will see you guys next time. Bye.